I can't believe it's 2019. Time passed by so fast. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Diana Feng. Every year I begin my year by making a New Year goal and New Year resolution. This year I am going to share with you guys 9 different ideas to make 2019 a better year. Some of these ideas I started doing in the 2018. I feel like they are super helpful, and some I am planning to start in the 2019 to make it a more productive and healthy year. Well, the first thing is to start planning. I have been a big fan of planning. I have a daily planner every year for the last maybe 6 years. This year I have upped my game by trying out some different kinds of planning systems. So in the past I've always used a weekly planner like this that has a spread of blank spaces of weeks that I can arrange my time on. But in the 2018, I started using the time blocking system on my Google Calendar. It has like every hour of your day laid out, and you can block your activities on the exact hour. I find this system super productive because when I block out my time, I don't have any time to procrastinate, and I know exactly what to do every hour. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but trust me, it really helps you become way more productive, and you also get a better understanding on where exactly you spent your time, because sometimes when you think back on a day and then you realize you don't know exactly what you do on that day, it also gives me a better understanding of how much time I actually need on doing every activity. For example, if I'm editing this video, I think to myself, oh, I'll probably need 4 hours to edit it. I might plan something else in the evening. Then I realized that I actually needed 8 hours. The next time I planned, I would probably leave the whole day blank. And one more system that I started utilizing is the bullet journal. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of the bullet journal or already using this system, but I started doing bullet journal and I find it so helpful. Use a weekly to-do list. So basically I write down everything that I need to do on that week with no time attached to it. It's just like a list that I know I need to get done this week. And then I would, take out my daily planner and try to arrange everything on the to-do list into a daily planner. And that way, I have a clear view on what I need to achieve that week and move things around pretty easily according to things that comes up in my schedule book. So I feel like that is a very great combination. The second habit is the morning pages. So what is the morning pages? It's actually an idea from the book The Artist's Way. It's a journaling system. You wake up and you just write 3 pages on your notebook of whatever random thoughts that comes into your mind. So it doesn't have to be in complete sentence. You can write about whatever you're feeling. You can write about a project that you're working on at work, at school, your relationship. It's just basically a stream of your conscious. You kind of clear out your mind in the morning. You reorganize it after a night of sleep. It opens up your creativity in the morning. It is suggested that you write stuff down every day, but I feel like this is something that helps you with your productivity and creativity. So I don't think you should make it stressful. I just kind of do it when I feel like it. I find it really helpful, especially on a day you're feeling down, because it kind of organizes your mind and you figure out what exactly is making you feel bad. These morning pages are not meant to be read, so you don't need to be afraid of whatever you write. You don't need to make it really pretty. So yeah, I find it pretty helpful, and I am definitely trying to embrace it more in the coming year. The third habit is budget planning, or not even, budget planning, but just write down your expenses. I find it super helpful. It cuts down a lot of my impulse shopping. I also see what exactly I spend my money on. I realized that I actually spent most of my money on food. I feel like that is pretty good for me because that means I am living a good and healthy life and I am enjoying my lifestyle. When I started it, it was kind of scary because I am afraid to find that I overspend my money on crazy shopping, and I realized that's actually not the case. And the biggest reason why I started recording my expense is because I want to get to a financial freedom. I don't know if any of you guys read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think if you haven't, you definitely should. The earlier you realize that you need to get your finance sorted out, the earlier the better, because it really is so important. If I have a worried-free financial freedom, then I am able to do whatever job that I want for myself. I can do things that I love instead of worrying about how much I need to make every year. And you need to not only work for your money but make your money work for you, but that is a whole new different story. So you guys should definitely read that book. And one more reason I started budget planning is because I want to save money for traveling. That's also one of my goals for next year. I want to travel more. It is always good to know what you're saving your money for, because I think you need to have a purpose. The fourth habit that you should start this year is to set up a donation box. I started doing this year because my closet has overflowed. So I started putting out a paper box at my front door whenever I see a clothing that I would probably not wear or have not worn in the last 2 years. I put it into the box, and whenever that box is full, I call the clothing donation place and they would come and pick up that box. It would go to someone that will actually enjoy and love those clothing that I cannot love anymore. After setting up this space, I actually started shopping less. Whenever I grab a piece of clothing on the rack, I'll be like, oh wait, do I really need this, or is it gonna end up in that box in a few months? And I'm sure in every neighborhood they will have these kind of donation, places where you can drop off your clothes. Either it's in Salvation Army, or in China now in Beijing, there's this WeChat that you can just contact them and they would send somebody to come and pick up the clothes, which you don't need to spend any money on the shipping. They do it for free. I will also leave that account down below if you guys want to donate your clothes. The fifth habit that I am trying to embrace into my life is try to be more eco-friendly. In the 2018, I have seen so many videos about pollution or animals being killed because of waste that we dumped into the sea. There's animals with a bunch of plastic bags or bottle caps stuck into their throat or their stomach, which made them die. Instead of just looking at the videos, why not take some actions on it? So for the 2019, I am going to start bringing my own cutlery, my own straws, those like metal straws, my own shopping bag, as well as my own coffee cups. Now I am going to cut down my plastic usage by not using disposable straws, cutleries, chopsticks and stuff. And by doing this, it not only helps with the environment, it also helps with your health. Those disposable chopsticks are all bleached, so when you're eating your meal, you're also eating the chemicals they are putting into the chopsticks. So it is definitely more healthy for you to use our own. Hopefully we all be a good planet Earth citizen and make it a more sustainable world. The fifth habit is going to be a challenge for me. It is to try to pick up things and do a 5-minute cleaning every day. I am trying to make my living space more tidy by picking up things after myself. I am going to try this method that I saw on some minimalism videos, is to always take one thing with you that does not belong in the room whenever you need to go to another place. For example, if I am going to the kitchen right now, then I will bring this cup with me, put it back into the kitchen. So the idea is always take one thing that does not belong in the room with you, and that way you can always try to keep your space tidy by just doing one thing at a time. And I also heard that keeping your space clean and tidy will keep your heart and mind clean and tidy as well. Hopefully I'll achieve that for the coming year. The seventh habit that I'm going to try is to go out to a new place every month. So back in New York, I love to explore new places. I love to go to top rating restaurants on Yelp and go to different exhibitions and stuff. But ever since I moved to Beijing, I feel like I stayed at home a lot more. But I feel like this year I am going to go out more and connect with people more, so we can explore new ideas, do exciting things together. The 8th habit that you should try in 2019 is to learn something new. So in the 2017, I started learning this Chinese instrument because of a play that I did. I started loving this instrument ever since. As a kid, I hate practicing instruments, so I've never really learned an instrument very well. So this is what I am committing my time into. I am going to learn this well. This is for the 2017, and for the 2018 I started learning French. I took a few lessons back when I was in Parsons, but I have forgotten everything already, so I started learning French again. So yeah, my suggestion for you is to find something new to learn. I really think it makes your life so much more meaningful when you're always learning new things. You never know, maybe you might just use your new skill one day. And the last idea that I have for the 2019 is to set a relationship goal. I fight with my loved ones a lot because I get offended very easily whenever they are giving me suggestions or they have a different opinion. I would be like, oh wait, why you're saying this? Why are you saying that I am doing it wrong? But sometimes they're just trying to give me suggestions. I care about these people so much that I take every word of theirs so strongly that I feel like everything they say is a denial, and maybe I'm just not very confident, and then I started fighting back. This really small thing will become a big fight, which is not our intention. So this year I am going to try to listen to people more, to truly understand what they're saying instead of interpreting it in my way, and be more confident on myself so I wouldn't feel offended all the time. Alright, so that's all the ideas I have for you guys to make 2019 a better year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really want to know what your resolutions are. So write in the comment below what is your goal, new habits that you want to try for 2019. Write it down in the comments so in the end of the year we can check them out together and see whether if we achieved it or not. I feel like it's gonna be really fun. And if you like this video, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe my channel for more cool videos to come. Follow my Instagram account. Remember to comment below about what you guys want to see for the next video as well. I'll see you guys in the 2019. See you guys next time. Bye. Love you.